Derek Rains, honored to have been a part of Randomness with Heath and Josh. But when it comes to podcast, if you're looking for all the info, if you're looking for laughs and stories, special guests, and of course, if you're looking for some Central Texas flair and some flavor, make Monday something to look forward to. Turn in with my friends right here, Randomness with Heath and Josh. This episode is brought to you by
Ready to secure your financial future? Whether retirement is near or far, it's time to take control. Talk to W. Marcus Hinn, a certified financial planner professional specializing in retirement investing and planning. Mark's goal is to help clients find peace of mind by creating customized strategies to help grow your wealth and protect investments. He'll tailor a plan to fit your unique goals, lifestyle, and dreams. Start today. Reach out to Mark and start your journey towards a confident, stress-free retirement. Find him at wmarcushinn.com. That's WMARCUSHENN.com. It's your future. Let's plan it. Securities and advisory services offered through the Strategic Financial Alliance, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC.
They'll talk about anything and to anyone. They're straight out of the streets of Temple, Texas. It's Randomness with Heath and Josh.
All right, we're back. What's going on, Josh? How you doing?
I'm great. I woke up today.
You woke up today. That's hi, man. At our age, I guess that's something to look forward to, right? Now, did you say that? What it is when you wake up, it's, do I hurt worse than when I went to sleep? Am I hurting worse than the day before? Because it's like you just live with pain. You just wake up and like everything hurts. But drink a Monster and go about your day. You know?
There you go.
But it's been so. Yesterday we actually recorded a show yesterday. So usually we do this whole banter thing and we go back and forth and stuff. But because we've only been away from each other for 24 hours, we haven't really done a whole lot and we haven't talked a whole lot. So I just wanted to mention one thing before we bring our guest on. So we signed another sponsor, which is really cool. Bees Treats in Temple. They're a mobile truck, but what they do is they have, it's Froyo yogurt. She'll probably kill me for saying that. But it's Froyo
Fruit truck, yeah.
Froyo and acai bowls. Did I say that right, Josh?
Mm-hmm. You got it.
Yeah. So it's they're a veteran owned business. They're all over the Central Texas area. If you want to go check them out before the ads for them should start coming out after this. But it's eatbeestreats.com and the letter B. So eat the letter B treats.com. Go check them out. They have a tracker on there, which is really rare. Cool. A lot of them don't have where you can track the trucks where they're at. And they have all the socials too: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube channel, the whole deal, which is kind of rare for a truck. They usually have one or two things, but not like an actual YouTube channel. So it's pretty cool. Stack. Yeah. Kathy and Darren, they're really cool, nice people. So go check that out. And we're happy to have them on our team and add them to our repertoire of sponsors from the everywhere, all Central Texas, basically. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in real quick. So y'all might have already noticed this guy on social media. He came across my feed not too long ago, and I was like, this crap is funny as shit. I gotta have this guy. So I reach out to him, and he's like, hell yeah, let's do this. So with us, Bobby, the Sir guy. What's going on, man?
How you doing, guys?
Good.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Yeah,
Hey, sir.
Hey, sir.
Yes, me.
So just to set this up a little bit, for those of you that have not seen the Sir guy, if you will, he came across my feed, I don't know, about a month ago, and at first I didn't get it. Like, I was like, where is that coming from? Right? Because it was from Bobby's perspective, and I was hearing it, and everybody's looking around, and I'm like, are they really looking for this lady? Or whatever. And it took me a few minutes. So basically what Bobby's doing is are you throwing your voice? Is that what you're doing?
I've never heard of somebody throwing their voice before until I started doing this. And people say, damn, you do pretty good at throwing your voice. And then they say, are you a ventriloquist? So, I don't know, man. It's weird. I guess they say, because they say, I can be talking right here, then off in a distance, they said they can hear the voice. Or when I say, I'm up here, like on the top shelf, people are like, it literally sounds like you're up there. And they said, I don't know if it's a mental game or what, but they said they call it their own voice.
Yeah, it's definitely projected. Like, you can tell it's not. Maybe it's because it's not your normal speaking voice or something. I don't know, but it's really like, even on the videos, you're like, I could totally see why these people think that woman's up in the ceiling
or behind the counter or whatever. Yeah.
And most people say they don't expect me to look like this with that voice when it comes out. And that's why I get them every time.
And that's why it's believable. Yeah. So just real quick, where can you give a little background on you? Where are you from?
Memphis, Tennessee. Been here, born and raised.
All right.
Memphis. I've been to Memphis a couple times. The first time I went, I think I was like 10 or so, and had to go see old Elvis and whatnot. Yeah.
Believe it or not, the only time I've been to Graceland was the time I got married, and I've been here my whole life. So I went there the day after my wedding and went to visit it, and I don't want to go back. I mean, Memphis especially is not the place to be, man. If Elvis knew how his area looked right now, he'd be rolled over in a grave.
That was what I was fixing to ask, because I've heard that it's a rough area now.
Oh yeah, man. So I did forensics, dude, for 15 years. So I transported all the dead bodies in West Tennessee, and I sold it 3 years ago. And I'm telling you what, that was an area that I worked a lot with homicides. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I did not expect you to say that's what you did for a living. Because that's what I was going to ask you. What do you do for a living?
I own a painting business.
Oh, okay.
So that's my thing I do now is painting, and now I do pranks, of course. But yeah, painting is my 24/7 job.
So
sure.
Is your ideal thing is to stop the painting thing and be able to just be social media based? Or
that would be awesome. I've got my older son that's going to actually go homeschool this year and help me run the business. I don't see this lasting forever. Do I wish it could? Yeah, 100%. But I know it's going to be a niche. It's going to kind of feather away.
Yeah.
And see, I have other pranks that I do as well.
Right
and
on.
The problem is so many people get butthurt over it and offended and like, hey man, stick with the Sir guy. Don't jump to the other pranks. But I'm to the point right now, like I want to try something different. I want to try to wing it a little bit more to do something else.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And you're right. It's kind of, I was thinking about it before. It is kind of a niche thing. If long as you're going to different places, it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
no matter where you go. Yeah, it works wherever you go. But so how did this whole thing come about? Like, and how did it blow up? How did that all start?
Man, so I've been doing the voice for over 20 years. Like literally over 20 years. I've been a prankster my whole life. And all started when I was a kid. I went to a U trip and did a parrot noise. I talked to this parrot in the cage. I'm like, well, that was crazy. And then all of a sudden that kind of weaned. And then doing forensics, man. I was doing a voice on a scene one day, and I did that woman's voice. And I got a felony response cop. Got him like kind of confused. And one of the cops asked the other cops, man, did y'all clear the house? Meaning when there's an overdose, right? So they have to get everybody out of the house that died. And so they clear the house, and I'm going, excuse me, I need help. And as soon as they said that, they were like, hey, man, are y'all sure you're clear the house?
That's funny.
And the cop that was standing beside me, I said, hey, man, that was me. He said, no, there's a woman in the house. Dude, they walked in the house. There was an old lady in the bathroom, flesh and drugs on the toilet. Dude. Off the jail she went. So, it's crazy to think that people kept telling me for years, hey, if you got social media platform, I'll follow you. And my biggest thing was I didn't want to have this sitting on a shelf or like doing a prank and you could see the camera rolling.
Yeah.
So my oldest son bought some meta glasses 4 months ago, and I was like, let me try them on and see what happens. And here we are now, man. And it blew up. Surprisingly.
Those meta glasses, like I know there's a bunch of them out there now, but those meta glasses, don't they only last like 10, 15 minutes or so on a charge?
Oh, hell no, dude. 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
That's why you see a lot of my videos. Like some of my videos will be like clip after clip after clip because it's only 3 minutes long. So it sucks and I wish they did last. If they last 10, 15 minutes, man, that'd be amazing. Oh. But then again, too, they say on social media you want to have a video at 90 seconds or less.
Yeah.
If possible. That's when you hit your reels, right? So, but a lot of my videos, they go for a little bit longer. So I want to play it as far as I can go. But then there's some videos that I do that have gone too far, and I don't say them to the people. Because a lot of times I'll tell somebody, I'm just kidding. And then there's some of them that didn't say I'm kidding.
Yeah.
And that might be another question you might ask.
Yeah, let's get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay, so Meta, you're listening to us right now. Let's get this man some more freaking glasses, and while you're out, throw us old Josh and he some too. Damn it!
Come on, man, please, that'd be awesome. Because I think the ones my son got were like ones he bought off a marketplace for like $200.
Oh, right on.
But hey, they've worked out for me.
Yeah, I think you got your $200 back.
Yeah.
What was the video that changed that went viral? Was that like the Home Depot Lowe's one or something?
The Lowe's one, yeah. That old man's name was Bob. We found that out later down the road because my brother had went in there. I'm a twin, and had went in there a couple of days later and said, "Hey man, you're not allowed in here." And he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You can't be in here. Lowe's is banning you from the store." So I'm like, "No way!"
What?
And I'm like, "Yeah," because they put a whole and I knew this was happening. I didn't know it was going to happen like that. But one night, my wife had called me and said, "Hey, she wanted some flowers." So I went into Lowe's like nighttime, and the manager walked up to me and she said, "Bobby, why have you been in here?" I was like, "Well, I told her I was banned from this place." She's like, "Look, you're not going to be banned from this place. You didn't know her. You didn't hurt nobody. All you did was throw your voice. You confused him." But the general manager walked in that next morning after the video went viral on the internet and said, "No matter what you do, always be polite because you never know who has a camera." And understanding I had the camera on me. But that video went viral like crazy. I didn't expect it to get the way it did, honestly. Because the first one that went viral was Chick-fil-A. And it was like 900,000 views within like 4 days. I was like, wow, that was cool. Well, then Lowe's hit crazy. I was like, holy crap. The one video I didn't expect to get that many views, it went crazy on me. I think it's like 18 million views now, whatever it is.
Well,
look, see this shirt right here? It says, "Yes, where I'm tripping." This was the slogan that old man said at Lowe's. He said,
yeah, that's right.
I said, "Hey, sir." "Yes, where?" And he walked back and said, "I'm tripping."
I remember that.
Every time we get good slogans from people, like we think are slogans, my wife will go on to Shopify and download a new shirt because I have a website for my shirts. So she'll put it on there and put a new slogan on the shirt. So it's worked out.
All right.
People be tripping.
You would think Lowe's would, especially the local. I'm assuming is that the local Lowe's, like where you live, would embrace that because then people would be like, "I want to go to that Lowe's where that dude did that. Maybe he's there." Well, people think that way.
I went live one night. So I went live one night at Lowe's, and it was before I knew that that I was banned from the place. I think it was the next day. We went live at Lowe's that night. Because people kept saying, "Go live on your Meta glasses." I went live, and I walked right past old man, right? I went, "Sir, dude, he totally ignored me, didn't say nothing to me." And I went around back, and I was doing it to some younger guy in the back. And then the other guy in the paint section was like, "Hey, don't believe him. He just went viral on the old man Bob up front." So that's when I knew everything was going to crap from there. Yeah. So,
word gets around, yeah.
Yeah, it got around real quick.
But how was your family and your friends and stuff reacted to all the attention you're getting?
It's my sister called me the other day. My younger sister, she called me the other day. She said, "Bobby, would you ever thought you'll get to this point?" I said, I don't think it's actually the popularity yet, but not saying it hasn't because everywhere we go, a lot of times I'm like, "Hey, you're the Sir guy. You're the Sir guy." I am. And a lot of times I do wear my merchandise. Yeah, I was in Murfreesboro, like 2 hours, 3.5 hours away the other day. And someone noticed me right away, and that's awesome. But my sister was like, "I always knew something would happen with you if you just put it out there." Because I've been a prankster my whole life, man. I love making people laugh. And that's my whole vibe is just make people laugh. People are having bad days, turn them into good days. And you might catch them for a brief second. They're looking confused. And when you tell them, and a lot of the videos you see where I tell them, man, they have the best sense of humor. Best sense of humor when you tell them.
Yeah, right.
For sure.
Well, I think there's a sense of relief. Like, oh, okay. That's what's going on.
Yeah, right.
Some of them I get like a paranormal kind of vibe from. It's like the voice is coming from the ether or something. Like,
well,
is there a spirit or something? Like, what's going on?
That was in a house or something.
Right. Heath, you ready for this one? Y'all ready for this one?
Come on.
So that one was all right. So I'm all about people writing me messages on in the inbox. Say, "Hey, do this next. Do this next." Act like you're on the wall. So with me doing painting, I do estimates. I've been to this older guy's house before. We've done work over there. He wanted me to do some touch up, and his name was David. So I walk in the house, and I'm talking to David, and he's a short guy, man. I'm like he's shorter than my wife. My wife's 4'11". He's short. And I said, hey, sir. And Dave is like startled. He's like, yeah. And look, this prank goes on for like 15 minutes, guys. I'm not kidding, like 15 minutes. It got to the point where he's like, what's your name? Sarah. Sarah? And then here I am. I'm like, Sarah, where are you? I'm in the wall. And Dave is like, you're in the wall? How long have you been in the wall? 5 years. 5 years? Look. But here's the problem, guys. So my mom called me the next day. She said, Bobby, please tell me you told poor David that it was you. I said, I never told him, Mom.
Nice.
No, it gets better. Look, it gets better. So that night when I was leaving his house, he said, hey, Bobby, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go back in here and talk to Sarah and figure out what's going on. I left. So about a week and a half later, my guys finished the job up. This guy's an orthodontist. So he does dental work. One of his clients walked in and said, hey, Mr. David, I saw you made it to Sir Guy's channel. He said, the Sir Guy. And come to find out, they showed him the video. So Mr. David called me and said, hey, Mr. Robert. I said, how you doing, Mr. David? He's like, I got a question for you. I said, David, before you go any further, I'm so sorry for doing that to you. He said, whoa. He said, would you believe me if I told you I was on dang it. Now what is it? What was the prank show back in the day? Now I'm stumbling over it. He's on Candid Camera.
Oh,
so he's like, Candid Camera. I said, really? He said, but one thing different between you got me 1,000 times better than they did, son. But the only difference is they had me sign a consent form and you didn't. I was like, oh no. He said, but I need you to do me a favor. I said, what is it? He said, I need you to call my wife and you tell my wife that it was you because she would not go back in that house. So she's been thinking this whole time for a week and a half. There's a ghost in the wall.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So I call her, no answer. I left her a long message. She called me back that night. I didn't answer it because I didn't see the number come across. My phone's on silent. So she sent me this long message, man. And I'm like, it's one of those long messages you don't want to read. I'm like, oh God, here we go, right? So I told my son, I said, hey, Caden, read this message for me. So what I did is I got the message and went to ChatGPT and I said, give me a response. Dude, here's the bad thing. David's first wife died in that house.
Oh my God. What's her name, Sarah?
The daughter's name was Sarah.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Man,
so I'm sitting there going, sued. Oh. I'm like, how can it be? And the only reason why I said Sarah was because it goes with Sir. Like, hey Sarah. So it worked perfect for me. So yeah, that was probably one of the crazy ones. I think I've been kidding, honestly.
So now are you careful about making sure you're in public when you do them? But that way you can't be. Yes, of
course. Yeah. And if I go in someone's house, I got to make sure, because what's weird is that was 3 videos in 1 week that I had posted randomly throughout the couple weeks that I had to take down because they said
the old lady in the vent.
No, the old lady in the vent was good. The old lady in the vent was fine. I had no problem with that one because that was outside. But I had one where I did a house where they were thinking that the voice was coming from the Aruba, and then the other one was it was like a 30-second clip, dude, and it was just the guy was telling me there's like scrape the ceiling in the laundry room and it's free. That video hit like 9 million views in like 3 days, which I was shocked.
Wow!
I was like, I hate to delete that one, but I gotta delete it just because he's asking me, "Hey man, you don't delete something, I'm gonna take you to court." So
yeah.
He was threatening to sue me.
But it went crazy because it was 30 seconds, and that's about people's.
That's the whole thing. Yes.
Yeah, that's their attention span is that 30-second video, so that's why.
I don't even have a 30-minute. I don't even have a 30-second attention span.
I want to ask you some more about that, but I wanted to jump back.
Looking for the coolest treats in Central Texas? Head over to Bee's Treats, a proud veteran-owned food truck serving up creamy frozen yogurt, smooth acai bowls, and delicious fresh coffee. Planning a wedding, family reunion, corporate event, school function, or community market? Let Bee's Treats bring the flavor and fun to your special event. And here's something you won't find anywhere else. Bee's Treats is the only food truck with a built-in truck tracker on our website. Just visit eatbeestreats.com and see exactly where we're serving next. That's Eat Bee's Treats, EATBS Treats.com. Proudly serving Temple, Belton, and surrounding communities. Bee's Treats. Follow the truck, find the treats, make every day sweeter.
whenever your first one, the Chick-fil-A one kind of went viral or whatever, how did you find out? And then, was it like someone telling you, or you were looking and you just watched it grow, or how did that
I
go
was
down?
watching, I think, well, maybe an ADHD, and I'm like curious to know what's my viewership going on now, what's my viewership going on. And then my brother called me and he said, "Hey man, you see your Chick-fil-A videos are like 300,000 now?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty awesome." And then like an hour later, it's like 120,000 more. And I'm like, "Holy crap, like that's going crazy." Then I realized that video went crazy, but it's all about timing. I didn't know with the algorithm and all the 3, 6, 9, 12, you got to post at certain times during the day. You can't post at a 2 o'clock because people aren't going to be looking at their phones.
Right.
So, and then I didn't know you got to post, if you make a comment back to them, it keeps it in motion. So, but that video right there, man, was blasting, like going nuts. I was like, holy smokes, something so stupid can make something go viral. And used to, like, I'm not kidding when I say this, I used to just go in public and go, "Hey, sir," get someone's attention and just walk away. I never pulled it in to the point that I'm doing now. And as soon as I saw that it worked, I'm like, okay, forget it. Let's just keep going on with it. See what happens.
Yeah.
Have you ever, like, someone got really mad at you, like super mad?
Yeah, I was at Topgolf, and a lot of my pranks, man, I don't even wear my glasses. I do it so much that I don't even have my glasses on when I do them. But the guy at Topgolf, man, I was doing it. And his family kept looking over like, who's doing it? Well, the guy caught me in the motion, dude. And he was like, "I'm going to beat your ass the next time you do it. Do it again. And I'm like, is it really that serious, man? Like,
Wow.
you that pissed? Yeah. He was like a South Memphis dude over in here. That's what we call
I've
him.
been like, free entertainment, man. Kiss my ass, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
You having double fun over here and you trying to kick my ass? That don't make no damn sense.
over, sir.
Yeah, over, "Hey, sir, what the heck?" But now it's like, now it's in my head too. Like, I'll just be walking by myself at work or whatever, and I'm all, "Hey, sir,"
It's funny you say that because, dude, I get videos consistently of people saying, "Dude, I can't stop saying it. I can't stop doing it. It's everywhere I go. I'm in the ceiling." And that's people saying I do it all the time. I'm like, it's
That's a
crazy.
meme.
Something so small.
Yeah, that's a perfect shirt. "I'm in the ceiling," and someone's gonna
I got
see
it.
that and be like, "It's that dude."
It's on my website. Go look at it on thesurger.com.
Do you plan all of them, or some of them you wing it? I mean,
I've never planned one, man. Never planned one. It's literally I go in and I catch it. Like as soon as like today, I was at a gas station today and I saw a guy get out of his car and I'm like, perfect candidate right there. Time to get out quick. Put the glasses on. Let's get it up and go. Did it to him. And then I was walking back to the car to get back in the car. And I saw another guy pull up. I'm like, oh, another candidate. Jumped out real quick, doing almost the same prank. When I walked back in the gas station, the guy in the gas station says, "Man, don't bring your ass back in here and doing another prank." But it was the guy I just did it to. He's like, "Oh, you're about to do this crap again." But yeah, man. People have always asked me, "Hey, man, set one up and let's act like I'm doing it." I can't do that, man. Like, People think that this stuff's fake. It's set up. Nothing I do is set up.
It's all
literally
spontaneous.
Organic.
100%. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
and that's
right
the
on.
best way to do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
Right on. Okay. Have they had the cops called on you yet?
Yeah. So have y'all seen the one when I was in the sewer? When I went in the sewer?
Yeah.
Okay. So I went to the sewer, and that's when I said, "Ma'am, can we call? We're gonna call the cops." She said, "No, I ran from them." And the lady got
that's
up. And
right.
Yeah, the lady said, "Get up. She's like, "Get out. I'm gonna call the authority." I said, "Ma'am, don't call the cops." She said, "Shh, get up." So I left. My son's inside the house painting. And not 5 minutes later, he said, "Dad, the cops are here." And it was the cops looking at the sewer, looking for the woman in the sewer, man. So, but yeah, cops got caught on there, and I got caught on the cops at Burger King. I told the general manager I was in the ceiling. The woman was in the ceiling. And that's a pretty funny one, too, because that was that Memorial Day or Labor Day? What was Memorial Day? I went to Burger King. I always go to 7 every morning. There's a Burger King right over there, and there's a police precinct right behind it. And I went in there, told the general manager I was stuck in the ceiling. I told him that I wanted to talk to him. I said, "I want to talk to the man in the red shirt." And that's when he got kind of spooked, I think. And he was on the phone with the cops, and I heard him saying, "I don't know the address here." I'm like, "Oh, shit." So I was like, "I'm going to get my croissant, and I got to go." So my truck had the Sir guy written on the back of it, dude. I backed that thing all the way up to the driveway and pulled out. Well, I got home and told my wife, I said, "Babe," I said, "I got the cops called on me at Burger King." And she's like, "Really?" And not 5 minutes later, dude, I got a tag from Memphis Crime, Memphis Crime and Memphis Crime reports on Facebook, and it said caller called in 911 about a woman stuck in the ceiling at Burger King, but they can't see her. So then the cop that made the scene had called me because I painted his house in Arlington. He said, "Bobby, I'm not lying when I say this." He said, "We were literally watching your videos at the East Precinct. Then when we get the initial call saying there's a woman stuck in the ceiling at Burger King, all I can do is laugh. And then I get up to the manager. So the manager's telling me there's a tall, bearded tattoo guy was inside here looking with me for the woman. And when he left, the woman didn't stop talking. So
you're going to have to take the Sir guy off your truck, and you're going to have to start wearing like a mask or something so people don't know who the hell you are.
Their wig or something.
Yeah, because I'm sure people there in that area are starting to catch on and they're like, that's that guy.
Yeah, because it was weird that Memphis Crime report on Facebook, man. I think there's probably 50 something comments and probably 30 of them going, "The Sir guy has struck again. The Sir guy has struck again." And it was all my catchphrases. "Hey, sir, excuse me." And then when I went on there and said, "Yeah, it was me," everybody was like, "I knew it was you. I knew it was you." So yeah, I'm getting pretty noticed around here for sure.
You need to take a trip down to Texas and Dallas, Texas.
But be careful which part though, because we all have guns, man.
hey, so look, I know it's probably one of the questions, but when you talk about Texas, right? So I was in my truck. I was on that truck on the interstate, and I see this car flying up on my tail, and it's like a Charger with the bag on the back of it, on the hood. I'm like, what is this thing coming up on me? And he got it beside me, and this is kind of right when I first started. And he got it beside me. He's like, roll down your window. I said, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Dude, I'm a huge fan, dude. I can't believe I'm seeing you in the interstate." And he was coming from Texas to Ohio to move to Ohio. He's like, "I'm shocked." And we pulled off the interstate, took pictures with me and all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty cool to see a fan base like that.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's dangerous spots everywhere, but literally almost all of us carry guns, so be careful. I wish I was kidding.
And apparently a knife too.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Sorry. I'm like, holy crap.
Have you got anybody on social media like go after you like you shouldn't be doing this, or anything like that, or everybody been pretty positive?
I think a lot of people are more positive, but you talked about earlier, there's a bunch of trolls. There's a bunch of trolls out there that will literally, and when I click on their profile, it feels like it's AI generated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people I feel like are AI generated.
No,
they're not actual people. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if that's true or not, but it's just the way they don't have many followers, and it's just there's no pictures of them, and it's just them writing crap on there. So no, I don't have any. I don't have, man. More people are telling me, man, keep going, don't stop, keep going, don't stop. So yeah, I don't have a lot of negative.
I just wondered if like somebody was like, "Don't mess with that old man," and "Don't mess with that lady," kind of that kind of stuff. If there was any of that.
I've heard that. All right, never mind. Okay, Heath, you got me. Yeah, I know. I do get people saying that. Don't pick on the elderly. No, they're the best ones to pick with. So hey,
they're the easiest ones to pick on.
I don't care if you're 12 or you're 70, man. You're going to get it from me.
Well, it's. I think it's funnier on some of the older people because I think they believe it more.
Yeah, and the best thing is they don't have social media. A lot of them don't have social media, so
right.
They don't know who I am.
Yeah. Do you have you put a lot of pressure on yourself to keep creating stuff and trying to come up with something, in a different place or?
Yeah, that's the most stressful part, man. Like running this business that I got full time. I got too many guys working for me. Not saying too many guys, but having a lot of guys working underneath me and trying to figure out. I need to make content this day because I think I went 2 or 3 days without content last week. And man, you lose complete algorithm. You lose complete people want to look at your videos. And it's like, holy crap! How can I get back into motion? So. Right now, I'm just dropping footage that I can. I don't care if it's even good footage. I'm just keep dropping footage just to get back in the algorithm, man, because it sucks when that happens big time. So, yeah, but making content is hard, man. It's not saying it's hard. It's just, man, it's just I didn't realize how much of a full-time job this really is because I didn't expect it to be a job. I was just expecting to have fun with it and have a good time. Then all of a sudden, it turned out to be like, holy crap, man. This is a lot. Because my wife told me literally 3 months ago, she said, "Babe, I literally don't think this is going to be worth your while. If you're not making anything from it, I wouldn't even keep doing it." Then all of a sudden, man, I was like, all right, well, it's pushing my way now because I got promoters, calling me, wanting to sign deals and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. That's fun. But it is, believe me, if we know, start a podcast and see how you feel. I mean, it's
I can only imagine.
Yeah, I mean, we have real jobs and families and everything too. And then, we put out an episode once a week for the last over 3 years, dude. I mean,
no way.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a lot.
How do you pick your people?
So I'll real quick. So we're originally from Temple, Texas, which is near Waco and Austin. I don't know how you know much about them, but Josh still lives there, and I live up in the Dallas area. But we basically started out where we were picking people that have gone on to do really cool stuff, become famous, or do really cool stuff for the community and all that. And then we kind of started reaching out to people that we're just big fans of, also that have nothing to do with that area, and then we started, having reality show people on and that we were fans of. And then I just saw you and I was like, this dude's going to blow up. I'm getting you before you blow up too much because then you're going to tell me no, because you're not going to have time. Because you're not going to have time, not because you're, whatever, because you're going to get so busy, you're just not going to have time to do a little podcast.
All right, Heath,
that's what we do.
What's crazy there is my wife says all the time, she's like, quit replying back to everybody that writes you, right? And I get people write me religiously, man. And I'm that type of person where, if I don't respond, when you respond to somebody, it gives people that motivation. Like, hey, he actually responded. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I respond to everybody now. Not saying I don't want to. It's just it gets overwhelming. It does. It gets overwhelming. But I know there's going to come to a point where you're not going to be able to respond, and you're like, man, I just want to hear a hi. That person might say, because somebody wrote me today, and they're like, man, my dad and I are big fans of you. It'd be awesome if you can just reply back. And I reply back and said, dude, I never expected that. That's amazing, man. I appreciate you doing that. So just take it 2 seconds of your time every day, just to be like, hey, how are you doing? Thank you for the support. And because if you do that to somebody, you might gain 10 followers from that. So whatever I can do to support, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. It's a similar situation with us. When Josh turned 40 10 years ago, he was a big fan. I'm 50 also. He's almost 50. But anyway, he was a big fan of this artist out of Austin called David Garza, David. And I'd sent him this email just saying, hey, it'd be really nice if you'd just email back saying, happy birthday, Josh. He sent me a video of him playing Happy Birthday in a hotel room in Mexico City. This guy's a big deal, right? Or whatever. And that kind of stuff, I had chills. I cried. Josh cried. It was just, it's just one of those things that sticks with you. So someone like you, that someone watches you all the time. It's like whenever I turn the mics on and you come on and I'm hearing you talk and I watch you almost every day for the last freaking, month, it hits and you remember it. And then now I'm talking to you and you're freaking a nice guy. So that makes it even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
people sometimes somebody said the other day, it's like, man, you could be such an asshole for what? There's no point, man. It's like I love people. I'm a people friendly person, And people say that's where you're gonna make it in life. If you're likable, you can come back and do joking with people, but then at the end of the day, you're just a normal guy. And that's how I am. I'm just a normal guy.
Well, if I can give you any advice, I will say answer everything that you can because your network builds. And
baby, did you hear that?
Your network, because and I'm OCD and I answer things I can't not answer people too, but that network builds and you'll be surprised later down the road when you go, I need someone that does this, and you know what? I know someone. And you can go get them and do it, and it's easy because your network gets real big. So there's my advice. What's the most ridiculous thing you've done for content? I want to ask you this first. There was a video where you're actually behind the counter at a gas station. How did that come about?
So that gas station is where I do my payroll every Friday.
Oh, okay.
So I've got in really good cahoots with them. And a lot of my videos get done at the gas station because they let me free roam wherever you want to go.
Nice.
So if I get somebody in the cooler, if I get somebody in the ceiling, if I get anybody like that, that's my free roaming spot, man. So they let me do whatever. And then the cashier guys, they'll be that type where they're on the spot. They're like, hey, man, you never come out here and help me? He's like, man, I'm busy. I can't come out there and help you. I'm sorry, I'm busy. But they know what's up. They know what I'm doing. But everybody else doesn't. So they're trying to keep it play ball. But yeah, those are my go-to guys right there for sure. For sure.
Right on. Okay. Going back to my other question, is there been something that you've done? They're just like, what the hell am I doing? Why?
The sewer.
The sewer. Okay.
Getting in the sewer. It was like the perfect opportunity to get in the sewer. And I was like, all right, man, I've already asked her, will this lift up? I don't know. Then when I asked her, I said, you want to get in? She said, pardon? I said, you want to get in? He said, I'm not getting in there. I said, okay, I'll get in. But yeah, that was probably by far.
That's why older people are perfect for this thing, because they're so.
It
they're
is,
so
exactly.
I'm sorry, mom and dad, but you're so gullible to things, you know. You know, and it's like they're not meaning to be. It's just because they haven't grown up with social media in their hand and everything else that's going on. So it's a little bit they're a little gullible that way sometimes. But anyway, what's next for you? Like what are you trying to do now? You had kind of mentioned before. Would you talk about what you're trying to do next?
Man, what you say, baby? Travel. Yeah, travel is our big thing. You know, like you were talking about earlier, like you're going to have to get on the outskirts. We want to travel. Yep. We want to get out there to different areas and do this. And like I said, I think collabing with the right people that are growing is a big thing. And I was telling my wife, like the man voice woman, we've talked, and dude, when I tell you, like, if you look at her TikTok and you look at her Instagram, you look at her Facebook, almost half of her comments are like, dude, you've got to collab with this sir guy. Y'all will make it. Y'all will make it.
Oh, wow.
And and when you get people like that writing in there, the people that are already following me and that they're seeing somebody else that is completely opposite of me, they said, dude, y'all could blow it up on the internet. And I think we could. 100%. Sure. You get me over here in the lane, anyhow, and then you got her over there doing the man voice. Yeah, throwing people off crazy. Like, the hell, I'm hearing a woman over here, but I hear a man over here. Yeah, but they're two different aisles. This makes no sense. So that's where you get to throw in the voice thing at, right? So I think biggest thing is maybe collabing with a few people that are the same as me, right? That are like in the same, I guess, same place. Genre, yeah. And I don't want to have to go collab with somebody that's completely the opposite of me. You know, a lot of people want to collab, and I was like, I don't even know how to collab with somebody that's completely opposite of me. And look, when I tell you, I do all kind of stuff, man. I do a blind man prank. That's probably, if y'all got a minute, y'all want to hear that one real quick?
Nice, yeah, for sure.
All right, so that was probably by far one of my funniest ones I think I've done. This is probably 16 years ago. I've always wanted to be a blind man, and I'm going to recreate this prank, but I know it's going to work somewhere else. But I might not do it here locally because I am spotted.
Yeah.
But I used to always wear a suit because I was in the death industry. I bought a blind man cane pole. I had my glasses on, and I walk into Walgreens, and I'm standing there tapping my cane pole. My wife and my brother-in-law are in the car, and it's night outside, of course. And I'm tapping the pole, and I'm like, can someone help me? And this elderly guy walked up, and he grabbed me by my elbow. He said, sir, I got you. What do you need? I said, I need Dentine Fire Ice Gum. So he said, all right, stand right here. I'm going to go grab it, and I'll come right back and get you. So he went and got the gum. He came over and grabbed my elbow, and he walked me to the register. At the time he came to my register, he said, I'm going to pay for it for you. I said, no, I got it. So I'm looking off into space like this, right? And the guy was like, all right, your total is like $246. I said, okay. And I got my money out, and I went like this, and I rubbed the corner of it. And I said, is this a $5 bill? And they're like, yeah. Dude, look, they grabbed that $5 bill and rubbed the corner of it. Like, how does he know this is a $5 bill? So at this moment, I'm like, I said, you might take me out to my car. And this is before Tesla came out, guys. This was way before Tesla came out. I said, you might take me out to my car. He's like, yeah. Is your wife right there too? I said, no, she's seeing impaired as well. My car drives itself. He's like, no shit. I said, yeah, man. At this moment, man, I've got a line behind me hearing this whole thing go on. And I said, hey, man, is it night or day outside? He said, it's night. I said, yeah, it's always night to me. He said, I said, it's okay, man. You can laugh. And he laughed. We were walking out. At that moment, like I tell you, dude, we got this whole line of people walking up behind me. So I walked outside. He said, what do you drive? I said, I drive a red Tahoe. I hit the panic button. He said, sir, it's black. I was like, I can't see it. Sorry. He walked into my driver door. He walked me to my driver door, and he said, sir, you sure you got this? I said, yeah. So I hit the memory button on my door, and my wife is sitting in the third row. I told her, get in the very back. So I hit the memory button. I said, take me to 2772 Maggie Woods. The seat program back, right? I jump in it. I said, thank you, sir. And I looked out the windshield, and everybody's watching me. I told my wife, I said, babe, hold on. She's like, what, Mike? Just hold on. Man, I slammed that thing in reverse, man. Whoop! Every curve that I can hit in the parking lot, dude, I'm bulldozing over the curb. And I hit 64, taking off like a bat out of hell. I can only imagine, man, those people's reactions going, what am I doing? What am I doing? So, yeah, man, I've been a prankster my whole life. I do deaf man pranks too, man. And people say, dude, stick with the sir guy. I'm like, look, guys, it's a comedy. It's prank, right? If you go to a comedy show, it's about gay. It's about trans. It's about your gender. It's about your race. It's about all that. If you can't take it, don't watch it. You know, I hate to say that way, but I don't want to stick with the same thing over and over again. But I think times will come where I want to do my own thing, and if people don't like it, you might lose a following. But there's some people out there that love it. So, because there's so many pranksters out there, man, that are great, but they're so they freaking the way they throw stuff at people, they push people, they call them out of their name and all that stuff, man. I think you've gone a little too far. Even though it is some of that stuff's funny, but you're going a little too far and being a little too serious on that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, right on. All right, but if everybody, where should we go if we want to see the Sir Guy on social medias?
So Instagram, the Sir Guy, TikTok, the Sir Guy, and Facebook is Robert McCulley. Actually, my name right there in the picture, right there below. I think it's on the Sir Guy as well, but I think it's on the Robert McCulley because I did it together.
Okay. What about your website to get your merch and whatnot?
Yeah, thesirguy.com. Definitely go check that out. A lot of shirts and there's a lot of stuff over there, and I can't believe how much stuff we've actually sold, man. It's unreal.
That's awesome.
How much stuff we've sold on there. Yeah, it's crazy.
Make it while you can, man. Make it while you can.
Yeah, exactly.
If social media were to stop today, what would you do to keep yourself sufficed on the pranks? Would you still do pranks and just not record them?
Well, 100%, man. Like I said, I do it without the camera or without the glasses. Not, this is me every day, with or without. Nothing changes. My wife says all the time, "Can you please stop?"
Yeah, right.
My wife says, "I think you got Tourette's because you can't." Like, I'll literally be in places going, "Sir," and I tell myself, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it."
But you just can't help it. Yeah,
I can't help it. Like, literally, I can't help it. So that's the bad thing. I can't help it.
That's awesome. Hey, well, Bobby, thank you so much for coming on, man. We really appreciate it. That was fun. We got to laugh a little. We do a lot of serious and funny stuff, but we got to laugh all the way through this one, so that was really nice.
Awesome, guys.
But yeah, man, we appreciate you coming on. As always, everybody, head over to randomnesspodcast.com, click on the merch, go grab something. The Buy Me a Coffee is still up there if you want to just donate and not buy something.